big red lips, long blonde hair. Boom. All right. How you doing, folks? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report for a Thursday. It is January 18th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Thirsty Thursdays. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the atscalculator.com. Very simple to use. All you got to do is go to atscalculator.com, put in the teams, the league of your choice, create the ATS results, and you will get the numbers at the bottom of the page right here. So let's take a look at tonight's game between Nashville, LA Kings. You create that results, and you can see we do have the home team winning tonight. 0.25, 6.17 the over-under, and that's how easy it is to use the atscalculator.com. We'll use it today in the show. Also, today is the show is brought to you by the 24-Hour Rule. The 24-Hour Rule is a book that I wrote last year, and you can get the 24-Hour Rule by bracing patience and discipline in sports betting. And in the book, we talk about a lot of chapters, including one of my favorite chapters, Chapter 14, Strength to Schedule. And that's how you can use the not the ATS calculator, but the 24-Hour Rule. And you can get it today at Amazon.com or .ca. And hopefully you check it out. And thanks to everybody who's bought the book. It's been doing really well. And you can get that book today. Just go to the website, atsstats.com, go to Learn, 24-Hour Rule, and then order your copy right here. It'll take you to the page, and you can get the 24-Hour Rule right here at atsstats.com. All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you are located on the World Wide Web. My name is Ron Raymond, a 5-time sports handicapping champion based out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And recharged the batteries. I was in Florida for 17 days, and I went and fed the ponies at Gulfstream Park. Yeah, and you know, it did pretty well. I'll tell you guys that in just a few minutes. But man, look at this. Seems like you're a year since you've been gone, says Scott Christensen's. Greek man, good morning, Ron. Good morning, Greek man. Gloria, good morning, coach, and the bullpen. Finally, the Rock has come back. You know what? I think I got that soundbite. Hang on. No, wrong one. Yeah, pretty close enough though, eh? But no, you know what? Great to be back. And thanks, F, for fantastic. Yeah, coach is back in the saddle. Handball picks. France versus oh, don't you love the bullpen? Hey, Gloria K. Hey, I got to play my Gloria K soundbite here. Hey?
Put that coffee down.
Coffee's for closers, and Gloria K is in the house, and she's betting handball picks. You see, you go on vacation for 3 weeks, next thing you know, your bullpen is betting on handball. What's going on in the bullpen right now? Bread TV, what's up, Ray? Gotta love talking about that Chicago-Toronto NBA game from last night. The notes didn't say anything about that, but yeah, we'll talk about hey, you know what, man? Talk about cleaning house. Holy cow! Anybody remember the? I got this. I got this poster of shot in Toronto where Kawhi Leonard makes that shot. Man, all the guys are gone. Fred VanVleet's gone. Pascal's gone. Man, it's just I'm gonna take that banner down because there's nobody there you'll recognize anymore. Nobody circles the wagon. Have some fun. We missed you, and I missed you guys. You know what? But it's when you get a little older, you gotta you've done a lot of things, but it's always great to miss things a bit, right? That's why NFL, NBA, NHL is in all the season. Major League Baseball, they play for only so many months in the season because everybody needs to go recharge the batteries, right? So that's what I did. I went and recharged the batteries in Florida. I went to Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood Beach, one of my favorite places on earth. If you want a little vacation, man, it's right there. They call it the Broadwalk, but I call it the Boardwalk. But it's right there. The beach is there, and man, it's just, to me, it's one of the best places on earth. And it's the weather. The weather was so-so. It was hit and miss this year. We didn't get like last year. Last year we went there for 10 days and we had 10 days of sun. This year we went. We got about 7 days of sun, 10 cloudy days. But you know what? Still wearing shorts and still had a great time and had a good time. Met some new people. In fact, a little shout out to my roommate there across the hall, Rich from Long Island, gave me a good horse racing system that I'm going to share with you guys here today. And went to Gulfstream Park and kept to my strategy and fed the ponies, like I always promise you guys. And I stuck to my system, and so last year, just to tee it up here, last year it's called the Double Dutch betting system, right? And what I do is I pick a driver, like a jockey that I like, and then depending on the odds of that jockey, I will bet that horse to win in place. Well, last year did very well. We got there the first race, we won enough, and I said, you know what, I think we're good for the day here, but we stayed around for some few races. This year, same thing, stuck with my guy Luis Saez. Shout out to Luis Saez at Gulfstream Park, one of the best jockeys. Well, obviously he's the best for me because every time I bet him, he wins when I go down. So it was good, and we won the first 2 races we bet, and then I won 2 out of 3. Did pretty well. Hit a nice 7-1 long shot on Luis Saez. I had him to win in place, and that made the day. So we went today, paid for supper, and man, it just, there's something about the track, right? When you get to the track and you see all the people, the characters at the track, and it was a beautiful day. The horses, horse racing, golf, the 2 best things you want to do outside as an activity, right? Along with maybe going to watch a football game or coaching one. But so fantastic time. Had a good time, me and Mrs. Coach, and we enjoyed our trip. But you know what? What's the perfect days of number for a vacation, right? Is it 10? Is it 14? Is it 17? 17 seems really about where I think it was the number, and it was good to go, but always good to come back and get back to work, because at the end of the day, you want to get back in your routine, right? You want to get back to doing something. So had a blast, and looking forward to working with you guys again. And the little change update on the show. No, I'm not sure you guys are gonna be happy about this, but looking at the business side of the podcast, I think it's more healthy for the show that we only go once a week, but there's a but here. I'm gonna do more daily videos, so you won't get me live 5 days a week or 3 days a week. You're gonna get me live every Thursday, but every day I'm gonna do daily videos. So I'm gonna do daily videos every day, but the live show will be every Thursday. And from a business side of point of view, there's always that business side you don't want to talk about it, but you have to sometimes. But we're a website without sponsors. If you go look at our website, we really don't have any sponsors, right? So we're a subscription-based website, and to me, I think the way that we survive here is off our subscription. So if you are a member of ATS Stats, I thank you very much for being a member. But from a business side of view, to do a podcast 3 days a week without no sponsors, it's very, very tough to do, right? So I'm going to do daily videos. Every Thursday, we're going to have the podcast, and hopefully I'll send an email to Gil this morning. I don't know if you got it. I just got back yesterday, so I don't really have time to talk about it, but we'll get into that. All right, so what I'm going to do today, we've got a good show lined up for you guys, and we're going to talk horse racing. I'm going to share with you the system that my buddy Rich in Long Island shared with me. I'm going to share you his system that he uses, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good horse racing system. You're going to need a little bit of money, though, to bet it, and we'll check that out. I'll share with you guys my picks today for Gulfstream Park. When you're betting the ponies, I can't, like I was telling Rich in Florida, I said, I can't follow 10 tracks. I can only follow maybe 1 or 2 tracks, because if I'm going to do it and I'm going to put my money on it, and you guys know me, I don't bet every race, because there's no value in betting every race. The thing I love about horse racing, it's basically the NFL every day. And go with me on here with this one. It's just that when you go to the racetrack, there's 10 races, 8 races, 9 races, right? When you look at NFL week, there's like 15 games, right? Imagine that. You got like 15 games every Sunday. Well, in the horse racing, you got like 10 races every day. So that's like 1 game per every 12 minutes. So obviously you're not betting 12 picks in the NFL each and every week. In horse racing, you really got got to pick your spots, pick your jockey, and have your system. And then I'm going to share with you guys today a system that I've used all the time. You guys know it's the Double Dutch betting system, and it's made us money. All right, so anyway, we're going to get on with the show. Also, NBA, NHL, the gift that just keeps on giving.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, and
Show me the money!
NHL favorites. Have you guys been betting NHL favorites? Hey, NHL favorites coming off a 1-goal win. 104-47, good for 68%. I've been telling you guys that this is like, broken record time again. But if you're not betting NHL favorites coming off a 1-goal win or 1-goal loss, even off a 1-goal loss, 84-39. I'm going to go with you guys throughout this system today. I got 3 really good NHL picks for you guys today. No NBA system that fit the mold here today, but I'm gonna show you guys the daily chart, and I'm gonna give you guys 4 NBA betting systems you need to track, and I'm going to show you how you can make money each and every day betting these NBA betting systems and NHL betting systems. And when you're betting these games that play every day, right? When NFL, it's once a week. That's why it's the king of sports, right? Because the average Joe and Jane has all week to do their handicapping, and then on Sunday, you can just watch the game and make your selection. NHL and NBA, Major League Baseball, the sports with a lot of volume. Well, you really, you got to pick your spots. You got to pick your spots because in Major League Baseball, you got 15 games a day. Major League Baseball is like the NFL every day, right? You got 15 games each and every day. But I'm going to go with you guys through the betting charts, and we're going to have a blast doing that here today. All right, but before we do, we got to go and feed the ponies. Fed the ponies 2 weeks ago. 1 minute to post time. Today we're going to go to Gulfstream Park. Yeah, I'm wearing my Buffalo Bills shirt today, Scott. You see that? The Bills? All right, they're off and running today at Gulfstream Park in Hallandale Beach, Hollywood, Florida. And, man, such a great time there last week. And anyway, I just told you guys that. But let's go to Gulfstream Park today for Thursday, January 18th. And so here's my system. What I'm looking for, and I'll share you guys the system my new friend there, Rich in Long Island, showed me. He called it the odd-even system. Now, I'll share you his system first. So what he does, he says every race, if you like your horse, like say, for instance, in the first race, you like Irad Ortiz Jr., right? So if you like the 2-horse, what he does, he puts the 2-horse on top, and then he'll box since the 2 is an even number, he'll box the odd numbers with them. So he'll box so the 2 on top, and then he'll put 2-1, 2-3, 2-5, 2-7, and 2-9 as an exacta. And when you think about it, it's a lot of average play, right? But if you really love the 2-horse, and this way you're going to odd and then box it with the odd numbers because the 2 is an even number, you got a good chance of probably winning those bets, right? That's his system. He says it's really done well for him. I said I'm going to track and monitor it. And he said last week at Santa Anita, one race, I think it was the 7th race, he said, that it did really, really well. So check it out. It's so today in race number 1, if you like the 2-horse, even number 9-2, you box it with all odd number horse. Now, obviously, you might get some scratches. So if the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are not there, you box it with the other horses. So we'll keep an eye out on that today. But I think, I thought we talked about that, is, you don't want a 2-1 horse, right? 2-1 horse is not going to pay. You got to go with the odds, and 9-2 is pretty good odds. So if you guys want to play that system, the odd-even system, and have you guys ever heard of that system, the odd-even system? If you have, just post it into the chat box, the bullpen. And let me see here. Where's the bullpen? Hey, bullpen's pretty quiet right now. Did I lose you guys or what? Hey, are you guys taking down? Are you guys getting your pen and paper? If you're taking your pen and paper down and you're taking notes, then that's what the bullpen's all about, right? These guys are a very studious group. All right. So here's my system. Now my system is, I call it the Double Dutch betting system. And what I'm looking for is you pick one driver that day, and then you look at the odds, and then you take that driver to win in place. Now, my guy is Luis Saez, and when you go to a guy like Irad, who's 37% in the money, you depending on your spots, you're going to get really good value on Irad. So I'm looking for Luis Saez. So he's not racing in race number 1. All right, race number 2. So I'm going to bet Luis here at 9-2 to win in play. So give me in race number 2 today at Gulfstream Park. And I'm going to write this down right here. So Gulfstream Park, race number 2. Give me the number 8 horse, Olympic Artist, at 9-2. So race number 2, the 8 horse, Olympic Artist, and it's 9-2 morning line. So we'll see if that comes in. And what you do is you put, let's say you got a $20 budget, put 10 to win, 10 to place on the number 8 horse, Olympic Artist with Luis Saez. All right, race number 3. And you have a section with the system and rules, because I work every day and hard to catch every show, but I'm here today. Yeah, we do Bread TV. Go to the podcast after you go to the website and just look for podcasts, and it'll all be there. All right, and the systems, right? Your systems. You know what? Let me. I'll do an article today, and I'll put it in the menu of the systems that you should be tracking every day. What we'll do, I wrote these all down. So I got 8 systems for you guys, NBA, NHL, and I'll track these. Well, they're on the front page. If you go to the front page and you look at the top daily charts, that's where the system. But I'll get to that in just 1 second. Hey, come on, don't shiny thing in the corner threw off the coach here. Hey, horse racing. All right, here we go. So number 2 race, I like the 8 horse Olympic Artist, and 9-2. Race number 3, Luis Saez is on the number 1 horse, Grandma's Pudding. Now this is a good odds here at 8-1. So I'm going to take the number 1 horse, Grandma's Pudding. Hey, that's up there with Tickle Bunny. Tickle Bunny, the funniest horse race name of all time for me. Tickle Bunny. Hey, it's always number 1. All right, let me see here. Race number 3, I'm going to go with Grandma's Pudding, the number 1 horse at 8-1 with my guy Luis Saez. And sorry about that. No problem there, Bread TV. It's all good. Hey, I get thrown off easily here. That's why. All right, race number 4 today at Gulfstream Park. There's no Lewis right there. All right, race number 5. Let's go race number 5. And I'm going to take Luis Saez at 4-1 on the number 3 horse, Alexis Zorba. And you know what? This is a pretty good system here, guys, that I'm sharing with you, because you're not betting 15 NFL games, right? It's the same thing in horse racing. You got 8, 9, 10 races today. You pick your spot, you pick your guy, especially if a guy like Lewis gets really hot, and he's one of the top jockeys. I think he's in 1st or 2nd place at Gulfstream Park in the standings. So you got yourself a really good jockey in Luis Saez. Alexis Zorba, 4-1 morning line. Let's go to race number 6. Now here, Lewis is 2-1. I'm not going to touch that one. 2-1 is not going to pay that much. People are going to say, well, money's money, right, Ron? Yeah, but 2-1, that's a high risk for, I don't like betting the favorites. So 6-5 right there. Velasquez is probably the favorite in that race. But still racing. I'm probably going to pass on that one. Race number 7. I don't see Lewis in that one. Race number 8, and there's Luis Saez at the 3-1 Swashbuckle number 8. We'll keep an eye on that race. You know what? The thing is, with you can, if you're there live or if you're monitoring the game or the races, you can wait till post time, and if it goes lower than 3-1, then you can bail out on it, right? So that's what I would recommend. If these 9-2, 8-1, those ones you can do probably ahead of time. But the 3-1 and 2-1, you probably want to track probably before post time, right? All right, so I do like the number. Where is it again here? The number 2 horse in race number 8. Number 2 horse, race number 8, and Luis Saez, number 2, Swashbuckle, and we'll see if that pays off. 8 races, and number 9, race number 9. Yeah, we got another good one here. And again, the thing I like about this system, it's you're talking about 4 or 5 bets, but you got a pretty good driver. And sometimes one day it'll be maybe 2 bets, 3 bets. Today we got depending on the odds, right? And you can set your own odds on where you want to feel like you can make money. Obviously, any odds you can make money, but 9-2 depends on how much of an investment you want to put into it, right? 9-2 morning line on Barry the Builder, number 9 race with the 4-horse Barry the Builder at 9-2 morning line, and that's pretty good odds right there. All right, so there you have it. That is my horse racing selections for today. And again, you can use any track that you want. And if you go to Premium Tip Sheet here at the Raymond Report, and you want to go to Aqueduct in New York, this is also a good track here. Manny Franco and company and all the good guys over there, Del Davis, and a lot of good racing at Aqueduct. And try out my Double Dutch system or my buddy Rich's system, the odd even system. And again, what you want to do in the odd even system, so let's say if you like Del Davis in the number 1 slot today at Aqueduct, and you want to take him to win, you put him on top and you exacta him with the 2-4-6-8. And that's the way the odd even system works. And if you have any questions or about some comments on the odd even system, love to hear it. Love to hear new ways of making money in sports betting, and you can do that each and every day here at atsstats.com. Man, starting to get hoarse already, eh? I've been out for so long. I'm starting to hey, gotta get the old voice in order.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Let's go ring the opening bell and see what the markets have been doing of late. And let's see who's making money in the NBA, NHL. And let's go to the SBI. And again, folks, if you're a member of atsstats.com, all you got to do is go to your dashboard. And once you go to your dashboard, you go to any of these buttons right here. The Raymond Report. The green ones here are the premium tip sheet. The blue ones are the free ones. I call them Raymond Report Light version, like Bud Light. And then you just click on it and it takes you there. The computer picks, ATS trends. So let's go to the SBI, the Sports Betting Index. And let's take a look at the National Basketball Association. Hey, where's the chimes? Where's my... there we go. All right, let's take a look at the NBA and see what has come in the last 7 days in the association. Wow, look at the favorites. Holy cow, where's my Harry Carey? Hey, I need Harry Carey right here.
Holy cow!
81.1% of the favorites have cash tickets in the NBA. Man, that is unbelievable. 81.8%. 56.9% have only covered. If you look at this last column right here, the SBI rating, the sports betting index, green is bullish, yellow is neutral, red is bearish, and the favorites right now in the NBA, in the against the point spread column, all neutral, except on the 3-day average, 57.7%, and we need 57.2 to be a bullish market here at the Raymond Report. And 81, but you look at the season, 70.5, so we're in a hot NBA market right now. And when it comes to the over-under has cashed some tickets. In fact, if you're betting the under right now in the NBA, man, you're smiling like a butcher's dog, because look at that, 61.3 the last 3 days, 59.1 on the season, though only 46.5. So you know what goes up must come down, and right now over-unders are doing very well in the association. Let's go to the NHL. Hey, where's my Oregon there? All right, let's go to Hockey League, NHL. Go Habs, go. Go Sens, go. All right. Habs and Sens tonight too. Hey, we'll talk about that in a minute. Wow, look at this. Favorites the other day, 8-0, 0-2, 7-day average. You can see here, 52.6. Wow. You know what? Parity has hit the NHL really hard this year. But you look at the 7-day average in the NBA, 80% of the favorites are winning the game straight up. NHL, man, that's really literally flip a quarter. And this is why maybe the NHL one-goal system is doing very, very well, winning 68%. NHL favorites coming off a one-goal loss, 68.2%. NHL favorites coming off a one-goal win, 68.8%. So basically 69, but it's high volume. 104 wins to 47 losses. That is just unbelievable when you look at the numbers, right? So looking at the over-under, a lot of high-scoring games. And in the system I'm going to show you guys, I got a good over system. In fact, underdogs coming off a 3-goal loss have won 66% to the over. And I'm going to share with you guys those systems in just a few minutes. Puck line. Just man, if you're not betting puck line, you're missing an opportunity. 61.6% of the NHL underdogs cash and tickets, 61.6%, and you can get the SBI each and every day right here, atsstats.com. And again, all you got to do is go to your dashboard, and once you get inside your dashboard, go to SBI, and you can see that right there. All right, so let's talk about the system. So here's the system. If you go to your daily charts, go back to the homepage. So let's say you tune in and you log on to ATS Stats. This is free. I think it's free. I'll have to check the charts to make sure if it's free or not. Let's do NBA first, all right? I'm going to show you a good way how to handicap NBA this season. And again, just like I talked about into the horse racing, got to pick your spots, right? And if you read my book, I talk about less is more all the time. And if you think betting every day you're going to make money, well, I got some new swampland I'm going to sell you guys, right? Because if you're into sports, the sports betting market, you're a handicapper, you're a sports bettor, you really got to pick your spots, have a game plan, right? Like what did Mike Tyson say? Have a game plan. Everybody has a game plan till they get punched in the mouth. Well, that's the bookmaker, right? They want to punch you, and as Mike Singletary would say,
our formula is this. We go out, we hit people in the mouth.
Boom. And that's what you want to do to your bookmaker, right? You want to go out there and you want to hey, talk about this on Cash Out Mondays, right? Here's the I say it all the time, the disclaimer that I always do here on the show. When was the last time you cashed out of your sportsbook, right? And I guarantee you, 80% of you guys have not cashed out of your sportsbook in over a month, or probably ever. It's like a bank machine for them, right? You just keep depositing, and if you don't have a game plan, you don't know when to cash out, then you got to revisit your strategy and you say, you know what, man, I'm listening to this guy on ATS Stats, and I think he's in my head now, because I'm wondering, when was the last time I cashed out? And when was the last time you cashed out, right? If you're betting on sports and you're not cashing out, you got to go and revisit your strategy and say, okay, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do? And how do I make it to a Cash Out Monday, right? At the end of the day, what do we want? Hey?
I want winners.
Yeah, and that's what we try to do. And as Randy Moss would say,
straight cash, homie.
Let's go get that straight cash. All right, so if you go to the website, atsstats.com, go to NHL NBA betting charts. And here's the charts that I've been tracking, and this is one of my favorite charts and I've been doing this for years. You guys know this. When I talked about and you can get it on the Super Database. I'm going to show you a way to handicap and follow this religiously, so that way if today, let's say January 18th is the new day that you're going to say to yourself, starting on January 18th, I'm going to have a system, I'm going to have a game plan, I'm going to follow Ron's system, let's see where it takes us, and let's see in 3 months from now if I'm making money, right? At the end of the day, what are we trying to do? We're trying to make you guys some money, right?
Show me the money!
All right, so system number one, NBA system. What you're looking for is NBA favorites coming off an 8 to 11 point win. All right, NBA favorites coming off an 8 to 11 point win. Now, here's the thing. The beauty about this, it's 40 and 25 against the point spread, 48 and 17 straight up. Now, if you have a money line that's manageable to you, right? Some people don't want to lay 200. Some people don't want to lay 180. I do. Because at the end of the day, the price of Tesla, the price of Microsoft, the price of Apple, the price of Bitcoin, it is what the market tells you the price is, right? It is the price is what the price is. What's more important to you, the price or the win percentage? To me, obviously the price plays a little bit of a role, but if I can get a win percentage along with a price that I'm comfortable and I find there's value in there, then I'm going to be betting those systems, right? So system number one, you're looking for a favorite coming off to 8 to 11 point win. And the proof is right there, guys. The proof is right in the numbers. Hey, inside the numbers, 48 and 17 straight up, and that's pretty good in my books. In fact, where's my calculator? So let's do 48. All right, plus 17 equals a 65 games. So what you want to do is 48 divided by 65, And survey says 73%. Hey, I don't know where you're from, but 73%. Yes, please. Hey, yes, please. I'll take some of that. 2 to go. All right, let me see here. The other system we're looking for is NBA favorites coming off a 20 or more point win. Look at that number, 57 and 15. Another great system right there. So if you look at the number, 57, right? 57 plus 15 equals 72. And then what we'll do is 57 divided by 72. Survey says, hey, Richard Dawson, 79%. Yes, please. Hey, yes, please. I'll take some of that.
79% is
Oh, my Siri. I don't know. I didn't even say Siri, and she just went nuts on me there. Hey, that's a little scary. My phone's like talking to me, and I don't even talk to the phone. All right, woo! The Nature Boy is in the house. How you doing, Nature Boy? All right, let me see here. So a pretty good system, right? Those two for two right there. And again, what you're looking for, and there's only 4 games in the NBA today, so I looked at the games. Nothing, there was no system in the live today, but I got 3 NHL system live, but we'll get to that in a minute. All right, so now the next one, NBA dogs. NBA dogs who are 8 to 11 point loss. All right, look at the over-under, 41 and 18. All right, 41 and 18. I should have done the math before. Hey, they said there'd be no math, but yeah, there is. 41 and 18. Survey says 59. And what you want to do is 41 divided by 59 equals 69%. Yes, please. Hey, not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, so we're looking for NBA underdogs coming off an 8 to 11 point loss right here. And it's good for 41.8, 41.18, good for 69%. And then NBA underdogs. Now here's a go against system. These are all systems that are for the favorite, the favorites or the underdogs. This is a go against, so it's like a contrarian play. And what you're looking for is underdogs coming off a 1 to 3 point win. What you think about it, right? Underdogs coming off a 1 to 3 point wins. Underdogs are not supposed to win. That's why they're underdogs. But if they're coming off a win, there's your law of adversary. They're 8 and 28, and that's 78% when you reverse it. So if you have an underdog who's coming off a 1 to 3 point win, you should bet against those teams because they only win 22% of the time. And again, you're going to have to pick your spots and looking at now. If you're wondering, okay, Ron, you don't do the show every day, and how am I supposed to track this? Because I'm only going to update this chart once a week. But if you want to update it on the website, what do? Is you go to your dashboard, and once you get to your dashboard, go to Super Database. Hey, where's my red fox there?
Hey, Fred, that's one of them Superman suits, eh?
Super fly, Bubba, super fly.
Yeah, super fly, Bubba. All right, so there you go. You go to your Super Database. It's always good when you put a Red Fox a soundbite in there, right? And then you go NBA, and let's say the system. Let's do the underdog. All right, coming off an 8 to 11 point loss. All right, so what you want to do is here, 8 to 11 point loss, and then you go current season right here, and then you do survey says, and there it is, right? 41 and 22. So it updated last night. There was 3 games last night. All right, so 41 and 22. So I did this yesterday when I came home, and yeah, so there was games last night. So obviously the system was good last night, right? Actually, no, it wasn't because you got 3 unders. So 41 and 22. All right, but hey, you know what? The system's never going to be 100% bulletproof, right? But keep an eye on those systems. Now let's go to the NHL. Let's do the NHL. And let's go right here to the NBA. No, we got to go in. All right, go to your daily charts. Go to NHL Betting. And now what you're looking for, and I'm going to show you guys also, there's 3 or 4 games that are live today, and I'm going to show you how to use the strength of schedule database to really see if you got a good system that's live for you today, right? I got 3 good picks here in the NHL today I'm going to share with you guys. All right, so first system, NHL favorites coming off a 1-goal loss. Look at that, 84 and 39. That's good for 68%. And the thing is there's also the over has hit 61%. So 76 and 47. That's good for 61%. So NHL favorites coming off a 1-goal loss. Keep an eye on that. NHL favorites coming off a 1-goal win, 104 and 47. That's phenomenal. 68%. Not as good as the over-under right there. Still positive to the over, but it's the side you really want to pay attention to. And NHL underdogs coming off a 3-goal loss. NHL underdogs coming off a 3-goal loss. Look at the over. 57 and 29. 57 and 29. So that's good for 66%. And then you got NHL underdogs coming off a 2-goal win. NHL underdogs coming off a 2-goal win. You want to bet those on the puck line, right? Underdogs, so you're going to probably get, you have to pay the piper a bit on the money line, but you're getting really good winning percentage, 64%, 44 and 25. And then this is really good here. NHL underdogs coming off a 5-goal win, 13 and 3 on the puck line. That's good for 81%. So pretty good system. And again, if you ever want to look at these systems, you go to your database and you can bring them up using the super database. All right. Now I got 3 plays for you guys here tonight, and I'm going to use the NHL. I don't have any the NBA, but I will handicap the NBA games. But there's no live system play in the association tonight. But there are let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 NHL, but you're gonna see once I broke it down and I use the strength of schedule database. So let me go back to my dashboard. Let's go to dashboard, and what you're gonna do is go to your strength of schedule SOS database. Go to NHL, and you also want to bring up. Let me see here. Let's go to, because if you want to see which team is coming off a loss, a win, a favorite, and all that, what you want to do is go to your computer picks, go to NHL, and this is a good tool to have side by side, and open up a couple of different browsers, and this will aid you when you're handicapping, right? So what I'm looking for in system number 1, all right, what's this here again? Oh, that's the strength of schedule, right? All right, so system number 1, what you want to do is we're looking for NHL favorites, right? NHL favorites coming off a 1-goal loss. They're 84 and 39. Now, there's only one system that fits the mold here tonight, and it's the Vancouver Canucks, which is a very good hockey team this year. And if you scroll right down, you see Vancouver, and this is the way you want to see if the system is live tonight. So what I'm looking for an NHL favorite coming off a 1-goal loss. So I got a favorite right here on the side. Last game was a 4-3 loss, so it fits the system. And what you want to do, and they're playing Arizona, a B-type team. Go to your strength of schedule, go to NHL, and what you want to do is bring in Vancouver, all right? Any home or away, they're playing who again? Arizona, a B-type team, all right? So what you want to do, and a B-type team in the Raymond Report is a team with a 50 to 59.9 win percentage, right? So a team that has a 50 to 59.9 win percentage. Current season, what's Vancouver's record? It's 9 and 5 on the year, but it also, here's the thing. If you look at this system, NHL favorites coming off a 1-goal loss, 84 and 39, but it's also 61% to the over at 76 and 47. And what is Vancouver's record against those A-type teams? Look at that, 10 and 4 this season against B-type teams, right? The B-type teams, we're talking about teams like Pittsburgh, New Jersey, St. Louis, Nashville at the time. These were all B-type teams, right? And strength of schedule is a big thing I wrote in the book, the 24-hour rule, but strength of schedule is huge when it comes to handicapping from a market psychology point of view, right? Because when a team is playing, say, the bottom feeders, there's like everybody's on one side, right? Well, you play the medium pack, the neutral teams, then the bookmakers like that better because then they get their more, you put 100 people in the room, they get 50 on Ottawa, 50 on Montreal, and then that's how they make their juice, right? But this is pretty good to the over. Now, if I break it down to just a little bit more, Vancouver's at home, so let's do this. Vancouver at home against a B-type team, 4-1. Not a lot of occurrences, right? Only a 5, but still 80%. So play number 1 for me tonight, guys. I'm going to go Vancouver, Arizona over the 6.5. Over the 6.5. And if I look at my sports book to see what the line is, over 6.5 on Vancouver, Arizona. I got plus 107. Wow, I'll take the plus money. So plus 107. Let's go over the total tonight between Vancouver and Arizona. All right, play number 2 in the system. Play number 2 is the game between Philadelphia at home. So the Flyers are at home, and they are playing. Who are they playing again? Dallas. Wow, there's that's a great hockey game right there. All right, Philly against Dallas. Now the system is this, and if you go back to my system chart, so what we're looking for is NHL underdogs. All right, so coming off a 2-goal win. So if you look at Philadelphia, all right, they're the underdogs tonight, and tonight my bookmaker says that Philly. What's their line here tonight? Philadelphia. They're plus 122 on the money line, plus 1.5, but minus 212. Now again, this is where you're gonna say, "Oh, I don't like laying that kind of money." But what's more important, the win percentage, laying kind of money. The market says what the market is. The system says what it is, and if that's what the system is, it is what it is. And it's good for 64%, 44 and 25. And here's the system: when you get an NHL underdog coming off a 2-goal win. All right, so they're coming off a 2-goal win against St. Louis. The system says they are underdogs coming off a 2-goal win, 44 and 25 straight up. And let's go take a look at the strength of schedule. Let's see how Philadelphia does against those A-type teams, home and away. So Dallas and A-type teams with a 60 or higher win percentage. So you got an A-type team right here in Dallas. 80%, 60% or higher. So very good hockey team. How does Philadelphia do against those 60 or higher win percentage team? And you can see right there, Philadelphia. And if you want to break it down just a little bit more, let's go see how Philadelphia does on the puck line at home against those A-type teams. And 2-3, not a great record, right? But let's see how Dallas does, but the system's not on Dallas. Remember, the system is on Philadelphia, but sometimes you want to see how Philadelphia is a B-type team. How does Dallas do against those B-type teams on the puck line? 3-9, look at that. So not a very strong play. Now, those numbers might talk in and out of the play, but what they're doing to me is they're talking in the units that I might recommend to play, right? And if I go look at my value report, and I'll show you guys another tool you should be using for determining how many units you should be putting on a game. Let's see Dallas on the road against those teams with a 50 to 59.9 win percentage. 1-5, right? So, but again, the system is not on Dallas. The system's on Philadelphia. Philadelphia, with 9-4, I said, against those A-type teams overall, which is really good. But you're paying a little bit of the price, because had this game been in Dallas, they obviously wouldn't be minus 212, probably be like 150, 170, minus 150, 170, but still a good system. And I'm going to play Philadelphia plus 1.5 tonight, minus 212 against Dallas. And the last system is Nashville game over. And the system's this: anytime, actually, let me see, no, it's the same. Nashville, they're coming off a 2-goal. Let me see here. Nashville. And we got to get our system straight here. Man, I haven't done the show so long. My friggin' voice is starting to get hoarse. Only an hour in. Good thing it's not a 3-hour show. Hey, it'd be a rough. Probably have to go back to Florida or something. I don't know. Settle down, Ron. Settle down.
Holy cow!
And then we'll talk some NFL playoffs.
Playoffs?
Yeah, Jim.
Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Yeah, we'll talk about playoffs in just a few seconds there, Coach. All right, so Nashville coming off a 3-goal loss. All right, so they're the underdogs tonight against the Kings. I saw the King game, Florida and LA. LA really outplayed them, but you know what? Florida came back in the second. They popped 2. It was 2-2, and then Florida, hey, winners win, right? Winners find way to win. And Florida, I think it was Reinhardt, scored with 0.03 seconds left in overtime. And put it upstairs where Granny keeps the peanut butter, and that was all she wrote. Send the Panther home fans happy, and man, it was a really good game, really good hockey game between the Kings. I thought Doughty played really well too. I watched that game. The Doughty, I don't know, is he a Hall of Famer maybe down the road? Drew Doughty. But I thought he played really well that night. And but the Kings, yeah, they're off a long road trip right now. Only 1-9 in the last 10. So anyways, back to the system. Nashville, they're the underdogs. They're coming off a 3-goal loss against Vegas. And if you look at the systems, NHL underdogs coming off a 3-goal loss. Look at the over, 57-29. That's good for 66%. So I'm going to play the game tonight between the Nashville Predators, LA Kings. Now, keep in mind, the Kings are coming off a very long road trip. In fact, let's go to the Raymond report, and let's go right here. And we'll go up, go to your dashboard, and let's go to the Raymond report. Just 1 second here. All right, where is it here? Raymond report. And let's look at the Minnesota. Where's LA? There, LA. Was it a 5-game road trip? 4 or 5-game road trip. So they're going to be really tired tonight. I got a feeling they might be in trouble here. All right, so LA coming off a 6-game road trip. They haven't played a home game since January 4th. So, you know what? I think the Kings might get the old spaghetti legs tonight in LA. They were on the East Coast, right? So you got to keep in mind, they were in the Eastern time zone for the last 2 weeks almost. Like, look at that. Washington, Tampa, Florida, Detroit, Carolina, Dallas. Okay, there's a central time. Okay, a little bit of a relief there, 1 hour difference. But, you know, so if you look at these games, you're talking about 5 games on the Eastern time zone, 1 in the Central. And when you look at Nashville on the road against those B-type teams, look at the over-under, 7-1 to the over. And if you go to your strength of schedule database that we've been using here, let's go to Nashville. Nashville Predators. And what you're looking for is against, what's LA? LA is a B-type team. All right, so go Nashville against a B-type team this season. Let's go 8-5. Yeah, it's okay, right? 8-5, not bad. On the road, this is where it gets a little bit better. 7-1, right? So there's your 3 system plays for tonight. You're going to play Vancouver over 6.5 plus 107. You're going to take Philly plus 1.5 minus 212, and then Nashville. Shop around. I saw some 5.5 somewhere. I know a bookmaker has it at 6. Let me see, Nashville 6 minus 108, so even money. And I think those are 3 solid plays for tonight. Let's see what they do. And again, each and every day you can go to the website. And if you want to keep an eye on those 4 system plays in the NHL, go to your daily charts, NHL, and all the systems are here. All the systems are here. Favorites off a 1-goal loss, but the ones we're tracking, favorites coming off a 1-goal loss, favorites coming off a 1-goal win. Underdogs coming off a 2-goal win right here. All right, underdogs coming off a 2-goal win. We're looking at the point, the ATS puck line, and favorites underdogs coming off a 5-goal win. This is live tonight, but I don't like it, and I'll tell you why. If you look at Minnesota, Minnesota is the live system that is live tonight. So NHL underdogs coming off a 5-goal loss or win. So Minnesota won 5-0, I think, in the last game. And let me see here. Let's go NHL. Where's that Minnesota game? Minnesota against Tampa Bay. If any team can score goals, you know Tampa Bay can, right? So Minnesota last game, a 5-0 win against the Islanders. And when you look at the system, and losing my voice here. Got to get back in tune here. I say you've been on holidays too long. Even my voice wants to take a holiday. All right. Let's see if we get this on track here. So NHL underdogs coming off a 5-goal win, 13-3 against the point spread. But the thing I don't like is when I go to my strength of schedule database. Let's go to the strength of schedule database right here. And let's go to NHL. Minnesota. And who are they playing again tonight? They're playing Tampa Bay, a B-type team, right? So a B-type team. Yeah, I think the number I didn't really like, 6-8, right? 6-8 on the puck line. And on the road, let me see what they're like on the road against B-type teams. 4-4. So it's the system's live. I don't like it. I don't like it live tonight. But if you want to bet it, and the system's pretty good, right? All right, so let's get on with the NFL this weekend. We got 4 NFL games. Now, you guys know me, right? I don't bet a lot of playoff sports. Once you get to the playoffs, it's not about the numbers, it's about momentum. That's the number one rule that I always do when I bet sports is I'll get inside the numbers during regular season, but once you get into the playoffs, old Mo, right? Once you get old Mo and you get momentum, the momentum carries everything, right? And Houston coming in off a great win, but you're playing probably the best team in the AFC who's been off for a week, off a bye. Really didn't play nobody against the Steelers. And Houston, you know what, had a great game last week against Cleveland, 45-14. Hey, Cleveland.
Will the next person that sees anybody throw anything onto this field, point them out, and get them out of here. You don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati.
Right? But, you know what, Houston, 3-game win streak, but look at their record against A-type teams with a 60 or higher win percentage. In the last 10 head-to-head meetings against those 60 or higher win percentage team, not good. 1-9 straight up, 4-5-1, 1-9 to the under. You know, CJ Stroud is just absolutely probably the rookie of the year. Or not the, did I say rookie? Yeah, is he a rookie? I can't remember. Let me see here. Anyway, CJ playing really good. All these young RPO type quarterbacks, right? Justin Fields, CJ Stroud, you know, Jalen Hurts. Well, no, Jalen Hurts not a rookie, but you know, all these quarterbacks who come from the colleges, from RPO type systems and run pass options, right? Like I say in my quarterback school all the time, you know, one of our philosophies is lead, right? Leadership, extend the play, athleticism, and decision making. And anytime you get a quarterback who can extend the play, because you know we always say on the progressions of your reads, 1, 2, then it's you, right? And if you can really extend the play on you know, after the 3 steamboats or after your progression reads, then you you know, that's the difference between good and great to me in the quarterback, right? But you got a quarterback on the other side who that's all he does is extend the play. Lamar Jackson, and you guys, I said it since training camp. Lamar Jackson went into this season with a chip on his shoulder. He got disrespected in the offseason with the contract. You know, that wasn't really the dispute because he was looking to get paid. He wasn't getting paid, and you know, on the free agency market. And you know what? I knew he'd come in this year and say, you know what, we're going to get paid after this year. And sure enough, Lamar Jackson just, you know, to me, I think he's the MVP, right? Having a really good year. I got 25-18. I do have Houston covering. I don't got them winning this weekend. If you're going to do anything here, maybe the total is where you want to lean, 1-9. And if you scroll right down here, you see some of these stats and trends. In fact, I'll look at some of these stats. Look at that. So is this the last 3 years, NFL underdogs coming off a home win as an underdog since 1983, 27-52-1. That's a really good system to the under. All right. No, let me see here. Coming off a bye. Let's see here. After coming off a bye for Baltimore at home, 12-15 to the under. Nothing really to write home about. Let me see here. Week 20. Yeah, we're in week 20, believe it or not. So NFL teams last 3 years, week 20, 6-2 to the under. I like the under in this game. I do like the under. I think Baltimore wins, but you know, that's why you play the game, right? You in the playoffs. Playoffs. Yeah, that's why you play to win the game, right, Herm? Hey, I got all the sound bites for you guys. Where's my Herm Edwards? I got a Herm. There it is.
Hello? You play to win the game.
You don't play to just play.
You don't play to just play.
Play to win.
That's the great thing about sports. You play to win. And I don't care if you don't have any wins. You go play to win. When you start telling me it doesn't matter, then retire. Get out.
Get out. I love when he does that. Get out. All right, yeah, C.J. Stroud, rookie. 63 pass percentage, 4,000 yards. Yeah, just give him the rookie of the year now. Right? Just give him the rookie of the year right now. All right, Green Bay against San Francisco. Jordan Love, another great quarterback, right? Man, we were worried last year with all the old guards, the Bradys, and all these guys retiring. Say, man, what's the NFL going to look like? And this just in, we're in good hands, eh? The NFL's in good hands. I'm on the board of committee or something, eh? Like, we're in good hands. No, NFL's in good hands. All right, San Francisco off a bye. Which team do you feel more comfortable coming off the bye, the 49ers or the Ravens, right? I know the 49ers have planted the seed of doubt for me all season long, right? I know Brock Purdy's a really good quarterback, and I was listening to a podcast on Drew Brees about 6 weeks ago, and I'll never forget what he said. So Drew Brees is talking about the NFL draft, and he's talking about quarterbacks. For general managers, which quarterback are you going to take out of a draft, right? And he nailed it. He goes, if you're going to take a quarterback out of the draft, and he gave a good example, Richardson and Brock Purdy. Richardson played 10 games, I think, at Florida, I think he said. And then Brock Purdy played 53 games at was it Iowa State, with the Cyclones. There's a difference there. You got to see things, and being a quarterback coach, I know that. Like, you got to be able to be in the fire, and you got to play. You got to play. And if you're not playing, and you're one and done or whatever, you played 10 games. Look, you got to be able to see things. And when you look at this game here this weekend, which team do you trust more coming off the bye? The 49ers or the Rams? Everybody's going to say the Ravens right now. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We should do a poll question, right? Who do you trust more, the 49ers or the Ravens? I got the San Francisco 49ers winning 28-18. And if you look at the stats here, Green Bay, though, coming off a really tough Dallas had a great year. This is not like a cream puff game. This is not a cupcake. That was a hard-earned win. They outcoached them. They outplayed them. They outdid everything to them, right? And Dallas just never showed up. And you look at this weekend, I think getting plus 9.5 with Matt LaFleur as head coach, you're getting good value right there, plus 9.5. And for Green Bay on the road against those A-type teams, really good record, 5-5. Think about that. They're on the road against teams with a 60 or higher win percentage, and you're getting plus 9.5, and they're 5-5. I'll take plus 9.5 right here against the 49ers. 49ers, to me, when you look at, they had some hiccups, 21-20 loss to the Rams last game. Commanders 27-10, 19-33 against the Ravens. They got smoked, right? A really good team. And it's not how you start, it's how you finish, right? It's so cliche, but it's true. When you handicap sports, especially in the NFL, nobody's talking about September, October games right now. The NFL, the real season started after Thanksgiving Day. Which team after Thanksgiving is going like this, right? You look at Green Bay. Where was that Thanksgiving Day game? Right here, the 23rd. So 29-6 against the Lions. So they're 1-0. 2-0 against the Chiefs. Hey, beat the Chiefs, I think they want this game back, the DeVito game, 22-24. So there's 2-1. They lost to the Bucs. The Bucs playing good football right now, 2-2. They beat the Panthers 3-2. They beat the Vikings 4-2, 5-2 against the Bears, 6-2. So Green Bay 6-2 since the Thanksgiving Day game. Give me Green Bay plus 9.5 this weekend against San Francisco. All right, Buffalo. Hey, you know what? Even though I'm a Bills fan and I'm showing my colors right here, the one thing is, I might be a Bills fan, but I'm also a realist. And I don't like, in fact, I don't like the way both these teams have been playing the last 2 months, right? Buffalo, they really don't like the way they've been playing. You look at their last 5 games, 5-0, even though they're 5-0 playing, but they have these moment in games where they leave you doubt. Hey, it's just, as a Bills fan, like, you want to dominate from gate to wire. You don't want to get to the 3/4 pole and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, are we gonna, you see the field coming, it's like, oh my God, we're gonna have to win by a nose here at the finish line. Hey, see how we all bring it into horse racing? But yeah, you know what? Looking at Buffalo, 31-17. They had a good, comfortable lead. Was it 21-0? Then all of a sudden the Steelers found something, and Buffalo they have these hiccups. And the game against the Dolphins, special teams won that game. Let's be honest. That punt return. Patriots 27-21, not a dominating score. 24-22 against the Chargers, 31-10 against the Cowboys, 2017 against the Chiefs. So you see how they don't dominate, right? And you look at Kansas City, 26-7. Yeah, they did. That was a cold game, so you got to throw that in there. 13-12. My God, that's like the Royals against the Dodgers right there. 13-12. Sounds like a radio station, eh? 13-12 CKBY. 25-17 against the Bengals. Yeah, good Bengals team, right? 14-20 against the Raiders. They lost. So both these teams really not dominating going into the month of December, January, and into the playoffs, right? So Buffalo in their, let me see here. Let's take a look at their head-to-head meetings with Kansas City. Let's take a look at the last 7 games. Or I'll go the last 3 games, right? Let's go back to 2021. You got 24-38 Chiefs. You got 38-20 Bills. 42-36. Man, a lot of high-scoring games here against the for the Chiefs. Then the Bills win 24-20, and then the Bills win 2017. So Buffalo has won the last 2 games. When you look at the records here, and you look at Kansas City in Buffalo. All right, so Kansas City in Buffalo. You got to go back to 2020 when it was 26-17 for the Chiefs. Hey, 26. All these games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Did you know that the last 5 games between the Bills and the Chiefs were all played at Arrowhead? I didn't know that. Now you know, right? Now you know. Hey, what was it? The Paul Harvey? Now you know the rest of the story by Paul Harvey. All right, so yeah, you know what? I got 23.8 to 23.1 for Kansas City. And again, I'm a Bills fan, but I'm also a realist. I should do like Herb Street, eh? Don't do the games that I like Kansas City. I'll be honest with you guys. I love the Bills. I just they don't give me the that comfort level that I want going into this game, right? And it could be a game in Kansas City where you just like you get off the game, right? You know, if there's a game that probably I'm laying off, it's probably this one. But for entertainment purposes only, this is the game I probably would lean towards. I'd probably go with Kansas City in this one. All right. So Kansas City, I'll take plus 2.5. I know, but sacrilegious as a Bills fan to do. Obviously, I want them to win. But when talking like a banker here, an investor, I probably have to take the plus 2.5. Probably a high-scoring game. You look at the history. All right, the last game, Detroit against Tampa Bay. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a very good football game. You got the Lions coming in as a 6.5-point favorite. 48.5 is the total. I do have Detroit winning 26-23, the over-under at 50.3. Tampa Bay 4-1 in the last 5 games. Same thing with Detroit. They're both 4-1 against the point spread. And looking at the chance of winning, 58.8% for the Lions, 40% for the Bucks. And looking at some of the numbers, Tampa Bay, though, on the road against a team with a 60 or higher win percentage, 3-7 straight up, 5-5, 7-3 to the over. And that's where I think I'm leaning towards this game. I think this game goes over the total. In fact, let's use the ATS calculator on some of these games here. The over-under on this game is 48.5. And there's Daryl Turner. Good morning, Ron and Bullpen. Happy New Year. Welcome back. Just like Welcome Back Cotter's ADTV show reference. Always sorry about the... Hey, you know what? Hey, it was a great ride, man. Hey, Daryl, that was a great ride. And thanks for... Hey, you know what? I'd rather be on that ride from the get-go right to the end. And that's why we took the damn field, right? But no, hey, thanks, Daryl. Happy New Year to you. And thanks for tuning in, buddy. All right, so this game here, 48.5. Let's see what the ATS calculator. Where's my calculator? Did I close that window already? Oh, no, it should be right there. There it is. All right, let's go to NFL. Let's do the... okay, we'll do that game first. So we got Tampa Bay. Let's see what the ATS calculator says. Tampa Bay against Detroit. Survey says... Hey. I got the home team. Wow, look at that. 0.02, 40.7. So it has it going under the total. Kansas City against Buffalo. Let's see what the old calculator says here. Survey says. Scroll down. Home team, 1.98, 34.18. Wow, low scoring affair. Okay. Yeah, they must think it's a winter game or something, right? Let's do the next one here. Let's go Houston. Houston, we have a problem. Against Baltimore. Survey says. Did I do ATS results? Let me see here. There we go. I got home team winning 6.59. 41 is the total. And the last game, Green Bay at San Francisco. And survey says. All right. Home team, 4.69, 43.12. All right, so this game here, not Tampa Bay, not the system. There we go. 26-20. I kind of like the over here, guys. I kind of like the over. You know, we don't have to worry about the weather. It's in the dome. Take a look at the over. 6-3 for the Lions and 5. And same thing for, look at Tampa Bay, though. When they visit Detroit, in Detroit, 7-3 straight up, 5-5 against the point spread. Now, Tampa Bay coming in on 5 days rest. Road underdogs in the NFL this season coming in on 5 days rest. Not good when it comes to the straight up factor. 3-11, 5-8-1, and you can see 7-7 to the point. I like the over. I think the over is where you want to lean. In fact, let me take a look at the other days rest scenarios for all the teams, and let me go to the Green Bay, and let me see here. 5 days rest, yeah. All right, 3-11, yeah, not good for the road team. You know what? Wild card weekend, playoffs always, the home teams, right? Normally the home teams from a straight up factor, but take a look at the 5. Look at that. So yeah, see Buffalo. This is good for Bills fans. Home favorites on 5 days rest, 17-4 this season in the National Football League, and 12-9 to the over, 12-8-1 when it comes to the point spread. So, all right, so that's good to know. If you're a Bills fan, Tampa Bay against Detroit. Oh, I did that one, right? Yeah, I think I did that one. Let me go to, I think it's Green Bay, San Francisco. Green Bay, San Fran. 5-2. Home favorites. Yeah, home favorites on 12 days rest. Home favorites on 12 days rest. 5-2. Did I do the Baltimore game? Probably the same thing. Are they on 12 days rest too? Let me see here. 13 days rest. 5-2. All right. So, let's recap. Green Bay, San Fran. I'm going to take the Packers plus the points. All right, give me Green Bay plus 9.5. I like Houston. Or the under. That's right. I like the under in this game. I'm going to go under Baltimore, 43.5. I'm not touching the Bills game, but if I did, I'd probably take Kansas City plus the points. And Tampa Bay, Detroit, I'm going to take the over in this game right here. So the 3 plays I do like, I like Houston under. I like Green Bay plus the points, plus 9.5, and I like Detroit over 48.5. And by the hook, take 48. So this way we don't get hooked, right? So if you like the over, but take 48 by the hook, and always be shopping, right? Daryl Turner likes the Ravens money line, Packers spread, Lions over, and Chiefs under this weekend. Hey, you know what? Great minds think alike. Hey, Daryl Turner and his other brother Daryl. All right.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Good to know. All right. So again, once you made your selection, so I made my plays for today in the NHL. I'm going to show you guys another tool you can use to, you ever sit there and you make a pick and you say, okay, how many units do I put on it, right? If you like a pick, do you love a pick? You put a lot of like all the systems I gave you guys here today, right? So typically when the over-unders, depending on the numbers that I got, I'm going to play 1 unit on the overs. But that Philly game, let's go to the value chart. So what you want to do, go to your dashboard. And let me see here. Go to your dashboard. Where is it? Value report. Yeah, go to your report card. All right, go to NHL. Click on NHL. Click on game matchups. And I got 2 units right here, the bet units. This will tell you the how much I like on each team, right? So Philadelphia tonight, 2 units. on the plus on the puck line. And again, when you see things in red, pink, all right, those are bearish teams. You try to avoid these teams, right? Especially C-type teams. If you're going to bet any teams in the bearish cycle, 1 unit or less, right? You don't trust bad teams, right? And teams who's hot right now. Colorado's hot. Hey, not bad. Tampa Bay. You want to see who's hot? I'll tell you who's hot. Here's another good feature you want to use. Go to your strength of schedule board right here. Go to SOS. Sending out an SOS. Hey, Sting. Hey, you guys like the police? Hey, where's Scott Christensen? The police, right? Sting. Sending out an SOS. All right. Scott's our Dick Clark of the bullpen. He knows all the all the bands. All right. Let me see here. Go back down here. All right, so you want to see who's doing really well straight up in the NHL, NBA. What you want to do is you go look at the last 14 games. I like to go to the last 14 to get a really good feel. And I look at the strength of schedule and the power rating, right? So if you look at teams, last 14 games, so I'm probably looking for teams like 9 wins or more. Calgary, look at that. Did you know that Calgary is 10-4 last 14? Strength of schedule is 46.9, power rating of 59. Pretty good, right? Colorado 10-4. Strength of schedule though, a little bit low at 42%, meaning teams they face all have a 42.3 win percentage on average. Dallas gonna be a tough one tonight in Philly. 9-5, 46.9, power rating of 56. Edmonton, right? Edmonton, they fired the coach and now they're finally back. 11-3, 59. But look at their strength of schedule. Cupcakes, right? Beating Cup. Florida's a good team this year. 57 power rating. Who else is good that you want to track? Yeah, stay away from San Jose. No way, San Jose. Seattle. Hey, Seattle doing well. 10-4, 42.8 straight to schedule. 57. Tampa Bay. Hey, those Florida teams doing well. 58%, 58 power rating, 51%. So strength of schedule. Keep an eye on Tampa Bay. You might get good value on the Lightning these days. And Vancouver and Winnipeg. Winnipeg, we won as our members play. That was a good play the other night. And 11-3. Look at their cupcake though, right? Strength of schedule, 40.8%. NBA, Boston Celtics, obviously 64 win power rating. You got, let me see who else is on a good run. Denver, 57 power rating. You want to keep an eye out on Indiana, the Pacers, right? Getting Pascal Siakam. Pacers is a good team. Orlando, Oklahoma City, Pacers, point spread for low market teams. Good value when you can follow those teams. Clippers 10-4. They didn't do too well when they got Harden, but then all of a sudden they changed it around. And again, I don't handicap team. I handicap numbers. This is why the site's called ATS Stats, right? At the end of the day, guys, always remember you're handicapping. Yeah, if you look at the Raymond report, the 5 fundamentals, right? And I'll show you guys the 5 fundamentals of the Raymond report. And if you go right here, the fundamentals are you shop for value, you play the percentages, you look at performance cycles, right? Every team goes through different types of performance cycles, player availability, and a money management system. That's how you got to, that's the Raymond report in a nutshell. But going back to the strength of schedule, where is it here? There it is. Pacers, right? Doing really well, 9-5. Last 14, 60 power rate. Look at the strength of schedule, 56.1%. Pretty good. So keep an eye on the Pacers if you can get some good value. The Clippers 10-4, 63 power rating, really well. Let me see. Miami, the Heat, 55 power rating, 46 strength of schedule. You got Minnesota, 9-5, 50 strength of schedule, 57 on the power rating. New Orleans, the Pelicans, right, 9-5, 59%, 53 on the strength of schedule, pretty good. Oklahoma, strength of schedule is a bit down compared to the other ones at 47.9%, 9-5 on the year, 56 power rating. And let me see any other good ones right here. Oh, look at Utah, 12-2, 48.4%. Really, that's pretty good. 67 power rating. So you know what, Utah Jazz on the season 22-20. But this is another thing when you're shopping and you're crunching numbers. You look at the season average, and you look at the power rating on the season, 52%, but look at their power rating last 14 games. This is one thing I love about this feature, and when you're looking for those, performance cycles, right? It's like the stock market. What goes up must come down. And right now, Utah is in a very hot cycle right now. They're a hot commodity. And obviously, look at that. 6-1 last 7, 70% power rating. But, it's not going to last forever, right? But still, enjoy the ride while it lasts. All right, so there you have it. That is the strength of schedule power ratings that you should be monitoring each and every day. But follow those systems. Those systems are really good. And if you want to look at the computer picks, we'll take a quick look at the NBA 4 games tonight. You got Chicago Bulls taking on the Raptors. I got 110-108 for the Bulls. 218 is the total. Wizards taking on the Knicks. 126-112. The over-under at 238.5. Oklahoma City against Utah, right? That hot team. Utah's the hotter team, but and why are they the under? If you like the Thunder, take the money line. Pacers against the Kings. Pacers might be worth the price here, 7.5. Take a look at the lineup though, and make sure that the injury report doesn't hurt you. So I got 124-116. I got 105-117 for Minnesota. That's going to be a good game here tonight. And so there you have it. Those are your computer picks for tonight. All right, folks, before we go, let's wrap it up with, as my good friend would say,
we talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice. Practice, man. I mean, how silly is that?
No, not silly at all, because we are talking about the 80% Club Stats. The 80% Club Stats brought to you by the Raymond Report. Guys, for $4.99, you can get the entire website access for only $4.99 and for 1 week, $19.99 for a month, and $99.99 for the year. And did you know, anytime the Minnesota Timberwolves are a home team playing on Thursday after a non-conference game against 18-4 straight up. Chicago before non-division game totals 220 or more, coming off a 2-game road stand, 1-9 to the under. Pretty good. Okay, one more water. Sacramento is a home favorite during the last 2 years. Lost their last game by 2 points or more. 12-3 straight up, but 14-1 straight up. That's pretty good right there. Also, if you go to your free reports and you go to NBA, I'm going to show you a nice little feature here at the website. Go to reports, and what you want to do at the bottom of each report, some of the best stats and trends are right here, right? And what I'm looking for is like when any NBA team, look at that. Man, there's some good trends right here. 22-0. Anytime you got an NBA team as a 12.5 to 15-point home favorite after a non-division game versus conference opponent coming off a 1-over and a 1-game road stand, 22-0. That goes back to 1996. That is a very good system, but I'm not, minus 12. Yeah, that's a lot of points. Let's take a look at the Oklahoma-Utah. Let's see if there's any good systems in that game for tonight. And let's take a look down here. This is not bad. Oklahoma City, anytime you got a road favorite, totals 220 or more against a division foe on 1 day's rest, and they're coming off an over, and they scored 120 or less points in their last game. They are 13-3 straight up, so OKC might be worth a look here tonight, straight up on the money line. And let's take a look at the NHL, see if there's any NHL good systems for tonight. And let me see how many games. Yeah, we got a lot of games tonight. Let's take a look at the Montreal-Ottawa game. See if there's any good. Oh, you know what? Rangers, that's a really good game. That's probably the game of the night in Vegas. Let me see. Any good systems here? No, nothing to write home about. Those Ottawa-Montreal games, those are always, they're tough, rivalry games, they're right 2 hours from each other, so those are always tough. But Rangers-Vegas, there's your game of the night. But I already gave you guys my NHL picks. Right. Anytime you got a road favorite last 3 years versus non-division opponent before a non-division game coming off an over, and they're coming off a 2-game homestand, the NHL favorite, are they favorite tonight? Really? Yeah, minus 128. The favorite is 18-4-1 to the over, and that's the game between the Rangers and the Vegas Golden Knights. And you can see all these systems just go to your free reports right here, reports, NHL, NBA, NFL. And what you want to do is scroll down to the bottom. And this is where you get the best stats and trends in the business right here, atsstats.com. Woo! Hey, what a great day one back, eh? 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. And yeah, we're back. We're back, baby. Hey, we're back. Do I have a we're back? Hey,
the Bears are what we thought they were.
Yeah, we thought they were. Let me see. I thought I had we're back here. Hey, but anyways, we are back.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Don't forget to check out those free horse racing systems I gave you guys at the beginning of the show. And again, if you're tuning in, little format change here at the website. The podcast is only going to be on Thursdays now. I'm going to do the podcast once a week, but there's a big but. You will get daily videos on our YouTube channel. If you go to our YouTube channel, I'm going to give out daily videos, but the live podcast will only be once a week now. It's going to be Thursdays, 10 o'clock, and I'll be doing that throughout the year. And yeah, so there you have it. Pretty good day number one back, and hope you guys enjoyed the show. And we'll be back here next Thursday with another edition of the Raymond Report. And again, if you want to get a membership, it's only $4.99 to the website. And if you have any questions, you want to talk to me, you get in touch with me, all you got to do is go to the website, click the Contact Us button right here at the bottom in the right-hand corner. You'll get a pop-up menu. Say, hey, let's talk to Ron. Send me your message, and I'll get back to you as shortly as possible. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back next Thursday with another edition of the Raymond Report. Harry Carey?
Hello again, everybody. Harry Carey from Wrigley Field on a beautiful day for baseball. To be the man, you gotta be the man.
Joe, who are the Chiefs?
Ohms.
I don't know.
Struggling. Can we have fun? You're damn right. I demand that we have fun.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
3 Ks, homie.
Holy cow!
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Let's go to eat a goddamn snack.